Hi, just here to go over the Karma Yogi cleaning list. And usually you'll see the studio with mats out, and that's okay, as we tell our students to leave them out to air dry. If you come right after class, you can ask the teacher to ask the students to help you stack them in a pile over here, as you sometimes will see the mats, just so that you can lay them back out after the floor is swept. That can help. Teachers are supposed to ask all the students to put their props back, so if they don't, please let the studio coordinator know to remind that teacher. It also says candles. Again, teachers are responsible for that. Item next is bathrooms. So you should see there is in both bathrooms soap, paper towel, toilet paper. Should only have one roll here. Put the smaller roll on. For some reason, some students always don't like a small roll and they'll put a new one in. So we definitely use the small rolls. We're not a hotel. I'm just trying to keep completely new rolls in. So again, toilet paper, paper towel, soap. In terms of cleaning the bathrooms, you have a choice of here vinegar and water solution, or this Sanitol disinfectant is what we use on the mats, and it has to be diluted. It's too concentrated, and you see it says here if you need to fill up more, 15 milliliters. That's very little. That's a quarter of this quarter cup with 1 liter of water. So that can be also used, and good thing with either is you don't have to wipe it after you put it on, because this disinfectant you can spray on surfaces and you'll do the disinfecting and you leave it on, which is why the students are supposed to spray the mats and let this spray stay on. So you can use either for the bathrooms. There is a supply of rags you can use. There are some gloves here if you would like. Dirty rags go into this bag that are cleaned regularly. And for the bathroom area, we're using this red mop with a dustpan. And you have a choice of different Swifters that we've had over time that some Karma Yogis are partial to. But what is great about this one in particular is that we have a lot of replaceable dustpans that you can, just use once and change. Well, this one here, someone usually air dries it. This one here, again, there's only one. So if you use it, we usually do wash it. So I would say this is probably the best one for the bathroom, since we have like about 6 or 7 refills. Okay. So it says to wipe down, dust, sanitize surfaces, window ledges, baseboard, stereo, Zoom laptop. Zoom laptop is the laptop here to film. So to start, it is a good idea to move out all the mats so that you can use this big blue dust mop to sweep the whole space. It's nice and big. It's a lot of fun. If it is dusty, feel free to use the vacuum to vacuum it up, but usually it's quite clean. People are only supposed to be not wearing shoes. So we do clean this once a week, and after it's swept, to use this big green mop instead of those swifter ones. This big one is nice and easy to clean, and the way that most of us use it is either grabbing a spray bottle and spraying it after kind of going through one length of the floor, or kind of just holding it with one hand and spraying it in front and then mopping it. So you can do whatever you prefer, but this dust mop and this green mop, use it just for the yoga space where people are not wearing their shoes, because the area where there are people wearing shoes, it's better to use that little red broom and the small swifters, because it might be a little dirtier there. In terms of the stairs, there is a big green broom here for that, though I prefer this little blue, this little red broom, because it can get the stairs more. So again, you have another choice for that option. So what else is on this sheet? In terms of emptying the garbage, there are some compostable bags here, trying to be good to the environment, which also means not emptying out kind of a semi-filled garbage. So we recommend that you amalgamate the garbage. There's usually not a lot because it's cleaned daily. Just amalgamate them into 1 or 2 bags, and then you can reuse those other bags. There is a key here for the garbage bin that is outside, and outside in the corner by the pole over there. But there's also some other garbage bins belonging to the condos down the laneway, and if you didn't want to go down, make a trip and return the key, you can grab those 2 bags or 1 bag of garbage, some recycling, and on your way out, go down the laneway and drop it off in those other bins, because it's not a lot that we're putting in other people's garbage. All right. On the way out, it is good to probably wet a little paper towel, brown paper towel here, so that on your way out you can wipe down the sandwich board. That's pretty important, because that's how new people come see us. So unfortunately, birds do poop on it. To also check inside for if there is a few schedules. You don't need to put a lot, because when it rains it does get them wet, but just grab a few, 4 or 5. If it's checked every day, it will be fine, and if they get wet, then we don't ruin so many. So extra ones are over here. And then it says to fill all the paper towels, Kleenex spray bottles. So there is some boxes of tissue paper, paper towel that students use to wipe the mats, and they are here. Paper towel, Kleenex, toilet paper for the bathroom. They say let the coordinator know if you are within a week's supply, because we might not be able to get it right away. So if you do see it low, please do that. And if you're new, though I know many Karma Yogis have been with us for a long time, they don't use this checklist. You're going to receive one of these. I recommend you bring it with you the first few sessions, so that you know, and fill out the checklist. There is usually a marker here that I will put over here that you can check off so you can remember what to do. And for each day of the week, maybe it's a bit hard to see on this paper, but on the Karma Yogi database, there's some extra duties that are for each day. So in terms of filling out the spray bottles, again, that's Sanitol. So just a quarter of this quarter cup and filling it up to 1 liter to fill up those bottles. So just wanted to show this video so that you see all the supplies, and the studio coordinator will go over the other items on the sheet. Namaste.